signs. Hi fire signs, this is kOri with the AstroVids channel. I am here to do your reading for the 21st through the 30th of September. Hopefully this reading finds you all well. I noticed that a lot of you did view the fire sign reading, so thanks for that. Hopefully these readings resonate with you. I'm going to go ahead and just jump into it. We are switching decks this time around. We're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'm doing a 7-card bow spread just like I did for the last 10-day period. And I hope this finds you well. I hope this offers guidance, clarity, and resonance for all of you. So, Spirit, allow me to channel clear and concise messages that facilitate growth, healing, and abundance for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You guys are facing some decisions that you would rather not make, whether to communicate, whether or not to remain silent, whether or not to accept the truth for what it is, to seek more information, or to leave a situation as is. Maybe you're facing a stalemate, for example. So hopefully we can get some clarity so that you guys can make a necessary decision that you're facing. I'm going to start with the sign of Sagittarius, as that's the next fire sign coming up in the astrological year. So what is going on for the sign of Sagittarius from the 21st of September to the 30th, 2020? Facing an ending, a difficult ending, possible betrayal, or difficult communication, a blow up, for example, a harsh argument. Maybe a legal ending, you know, severing an agreement, legal in terms of a contract, for example. What's going on for the sign of Sagittarius, September 21st through the 30th of 2020? Spirit, are there any additional messages that offer clear, concise messages that facilitate healing for the sign of Sagittarius from the 21st through the 30th? The Six of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles. And Strength reversed. The Ten of Wands. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Another sign had this at the bottom of the deck. That you're possibly reconsidering some emotional investment that you may have rejected, forgiving someone that you may not have. You may have spent a long time unable to forgive someone, and now you're reconsidering this emotional offer in light of new information, or in light of just simply reconsidering or changing your own perspective about the situation. Okay, and then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Another Ten of Swords, everything is fine, followed by the Nine of Cups. All right, Sagittarius, let's get into it. So first card in the past situation, you have the Ten of Swords. This is about a difficult ending. This ending is difficult because it featured some painful communication, some thoughts that you may have had to ruminate over to heal from, truths, stabbing truths, miscommunications, betrayal, for example. This is somebody telling mistruths about you, betraying your confidence, for example. The information may have been true, but it may have been confidential or private in nature. And for some reason, this information came out and you It was difficult. For some of you, this may have been, for example, in terms of work, this could have been getting fired. You know, this could have been some unfair treatment, for example, that resulted in the end of a work situation, a creative project. There was backbiting, for example, in a situation, jealousy, manipulation. You know, somebody could have been undoing your work, for example. And this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You may have been dealing with one or possibly have that placement in your chart, depending on whether or not this resonates with you. In the present, we have the Six of Swords, Sagittarius. What this says to me is that you're having difficulty facing the lessons that you were meant to learn in this situation. And moving out from it, not repeating the same cycles. If you look at this card, this person is leaving those turbulent waters, which in the Ten of Swords were actually frigid, you know, and they're using the communication, the truths that have come out in a turbulent situation, in a volatile, chaotic, and painful situation emotionally, to move towards calmer waters. They're utilizing and applying their lessons with action. If you notice, there's a wand in this card, and it's black. So for me, this is about shadow work. You know, this is about acting in light of the chaotic information that you may have received, but using it to progress, to improve the situation, to improve your circumstances, to alter your environment for the better, or to change your environment altogether. In the reverse, though, it's like Sagittarius, you're still ruminating over the events. The emotions are still sort of coming up for you to process over and over again. You may still be discovering new truths about this situation that are causing you to reevaluate your having detached from it if you were the person that initiated this ending here. And the unknown in this situation is the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So there's the potential for a new beginning that can grow long term, that has the potential for abundance, that has the potential to return on any investment you make into it. This is about somebody who is, you know, learning the grounding and material realm. They are making a practice and perfecting their skills and learning new skills as it relates to the earth element, their physical body. This is somebody who's learning to take great care of themselves again after a turbulent situation. You know, this is about slow and steady movement forward, but this is in the initiation stage. This is somebody who's taking all the first steps, initiating the process, and they're doing it from a grounded place. They've taken time to consider what is practical, what is logical, what has the potential to grow, what has the most value to them, and this may be somebody ready to communicate some grounded information to you that may allow some growth to occur in your own life as a result or as a resolution for these issues that you're currently facing. Your hopes and fears are the Strength card. Maybe dealing with the Leo energy if you don't have that in one of your own placements, or if you're not a dominant. You're hoping that you don't lose control in this situation due to the overwhelming emotions that you still feel when you're trying to process this ending, when you're trying to move on. It's difficult for you, and I think what's difficult for you is the uncertainty. You know, it's almost like you're flabbergasted at how a situation turned out, how the ending came about. And it's keeping you from moving on from it. But ruminating over this situation again, you're hoping for self-control, but you don't seem to be sure, Sagittarius, that you're going to be able to control yourself if you re-engage this situation in the interest of seeking additional truth so that you can complete your processing and healing from it. In your environment, you have the Ten of Wands. This is additional Sagittarius energy. So this may be your energy, your impact on the environment or on people in your environment. But the Ten of Wands is about burden. It's about stress. It's about overwhelm. It's about somebody who's taken on more than they can handle, more than their fair share of the responsibility in order to bring a situation to a satisfying ending. This is somebody who is using their creativity, using their business acumen. They're accumulating all of their resources into taking responsibility, not only their responsibility, but the responsibility of the people around them who may not be able to handle it due to being distracted by things like this, Sagittarius. So this may be somebody who's picking up your slack. Be careful of that. But this person may also be distracted from you because of all the burdens and stress in their own life, especially if this is a relationship. But somebody's taking all of the responsibility. Somebody's taking all the weight of a situation, all the burden and stress in a situation. And you may be so distracted by your own emotions in light of a recent ending that you don't even see this. And they're sort of turning away from you in order to face what it is that they need to handle. Your advice, though, is to focus on recovery. Focus on recovery with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about coming out from the cold. So you may need to initiate a reconciliation with somebody, especially in light, again, of wanting to seek new information to complete a healing process or a healing cycle. But this is also about recovering your financial situation. You may be, looking to, you may have, for example, this could be something as simple in terms of divination. This could be you losing your job as a result of the pandemic, and needing to relocate, but being unable to because of for your finances. However, it looks like a financial new beginning or a communication that sets you off on a path towards growth and abundance is about to come in. In your environment, other people are stressed, and so they may be unable to assist you, for example, but you are called to take responsibility for your own recovery in this situation, to gather all the limited resources that you may have, and the people who are supportive of, your growth, your recovery, your abundance, and your healing, and make a plan and take the necessary steps to recover. But this is also about, in terms of shadow work, recovering your self-worth in light of these kind of betrayals. When something like this happens, Sagittarius, it's very much like, this changes your sense of self. It changes your perspective. It changes the level of trust that you're able to put in your own discernment and your own intuition. When you enter a situation, nobody enters a situation knowing that something like this is going to happen. And so when it occurs, it makes you reevaluate your own logic, your own strategy, your own emotional state, and your own ability to seek manifestation in your own best interest. And you're needing to recover your personal sense of self-value, your confidence, your self-esteem, your self-worth. Practice radical self-care in terms of taking care of your body, making sure that you find a reason to put a smile on your face each day, feeding your mind, putting yourself in a place, doing things that make you feel confident while doing them, and when you're completing those tasks, things that grow you, things that you feel make you a better person according to your own personal sense of value, according to your own standards, etc. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. In terms of a relationship, if you're meant to seek out a connection, you're meant to seek out a connection that's grounded, that has the potential for growth in the long term, in the future. And invest yourself in growing yourself and growing the situation simultaneously. It is in fact possible when you're going towards people who are supportive of you. So you do have the discernment available. It's just a matter of recognizing that within yourself and then going and seeking it out in the world. And then your outcome. So you have the Ten of Swords actually showing up here twice, and both of these jumped out at the same time. You have the Everything is Fine card, which I keep in the deck. and then you have the Nine of Swords. So your satisfaction comes from this turning upright. And what that says to me is when you have come out of your current situation and turn this upright, where you have gathered all that you have received all the necessary truths, you've communicated everything that you needed to say in order to bring this situation to a close that's emotionally satisfying for you, and you've taken time to recover your own self-worth, your own material circumstances, taken time to focus on putting back into yourself in terms of growth, putting back into yourself what you feel was taken from you in this Ten of Swords here. And then you find self-satisfaction. You know, you get this Nine of Cups. This is about being satisfied with oneself, being not needing anything external to fulfill you at an emotional level, because you've invested in your own healing. You've taken time to know yourself, to recognize what within you is valuable, what brings you joy, what fulfills you in terms of activities, in terms of relationships, in terms of lifestyle, in terms of work and career and business projects. What it is that you want out of life manifests for you when you believe and put action behind that belief that you are valuable, that you are deserving of it, regardless of what happens to you, regardless of what other people do and say to hurt or harm you, Sagittarius. You still deserve happiness ultimately, but it is your responsibility to give it to yourself. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean energy. I don't see a lot of it. I wouldn't necessarily say that. What I'm seeing is that you need to possibly re-engage a situation, an interpersonal communication, an environment that you may have walked away or detached from, or in a situation in which somebody walked away from you, and get more information so that you can come to a place where you are processing it, and you're able to fill in the blanks in yourself, that that the places in yourself where doubt arose, where you were influenced in such a way that you began to question your self-value, your self-worth, your worthiness to receive in response to what you set your intentions to. It is imperative that you work on balancing your self-value with your self-awareness. Nobody is all bad. So what do you know about yourself that is whole, that is good? And how can you use that information to rebuild the parts of you that you feel are in any way lacking? If this is simply financial, this is about saving your money, utilizing your talents, your skills, your knowledge, of the past that you've picked up in the past, even if situations were difficult and they ended in a difficult way. If you take the time to look at those situations from a detached perspective and see what you brought to the table, what you had to offer, and what you could have done better, that can help you recover. Just applying those lessons. This is all about applying the lessons that you learned in difficult situations to get yourself into a better situation. So turn this around from the present and you end up with the Nine of Cups. Utilize what you already know. It's not necessarily about seeking information. It's about going back within to yourself and recovering those things that you may have forgotten, that you may have buried or repressed in light of this betrayal or this difficult and painful ending. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. I really hope this resonated with you. I wish you guys peace and healing in light of this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if it resonates with you. If you'd like to send me a private message, you can certainly do that as well. I'm at info@abitch.com, or you can also hit me up at the links below and send me a direct message to my social media accounts. If you're looking to book a personal reading, for example, if this reading resonated deeply with you and you would like additional information or guidance, then you can follow the links in the description box below for services and pricing of all that I'm currently offering. So thanks again for watching, and now we will move on to the sign of Aries. Hi Aries, this is kOri with the AstroBitch channel. I'm here to do your reading for September 21st through the 30th. For this period, I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterling, and I will be doing the bow spread from the previous period, a 7-card reading, which is a shortened and condensed version of the Celtic Cross. So hopefully this reading finds you well. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse jumping out for you. I'm just going to jump right into it. I know you guys are feeling this Mars retrograde cycle, especially with Jupiter squaring your energy in its relationship with Pluto. We have the Six of Wands jumping out. So I'm just going to try and provide as much clear and concise information as I get from the cards, and hopefully this resonates with you. Definitely like, share, subscribe if you're interested in getting a personal reading from me. That information is the description box below. If this reading resonates with you and you just have simply more questions or comments on what you heard in the video, definitely hit me up on social media or drop a comment. So right now we have the Page of Cups jumping out, followed by the Emperor, which is your energy, very strong here, and the Two of Wands. Spirit, please clear the deck of any previous readings. Offer me clear, concise, straightforward messages that facilitate healing, abundance, evolution, and joy in the lives of Aries from September 21st through the 30th of 2020. We have the Six of Swords jumping out. Any additional messages for the sign of Aries? Okay, we have 4 cards for your outcome, Aries. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse, followed by the Ace of Wands in reverse, followed by the Nine of Wands in reverse, followed by the Five of Wands in the upright. Okay, what is going on with you guys? Let's see. I'm going to jump into it. At the bottom of the deck, the Sun, followed by the Lovers in reverse. Every time I see a major arcana, I just keep going. So we're going to see what comes up, you guys. Followed by the King of Wands in reverse. So you may be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, maybe a Leo, possibly another Aries. Let's jump into it. What I sense is that your happiness is going to be coming through a separation from somebody who is misusing their influence over you, possibly in a sexual way, or misusing your desire and attraction to them. This is about making a head over heart decision to walk away from somebody who can't reciprocate your energy. This could be in a work situation. It's major arcana. This is significant life lessons here that are taking place. But whatever it is that you're facing, Aries, is going to bring you joy overall. So let's get into the details. In the past, you may have had... you may have been trying to avoid an ending that you knew would be difficult or painful, or in some way detaching from the situation may have been an obstacle for you, despite the fact that it was already over. This is air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but that doesn't necessarily have to apply. This could be your placement or someone else's if it does. However, in the present, you have the Six of Wands. So on top of getting a lot of attention, the reason that you're getting a lot of attention and notoriety is because you've taken actions to You've taken the necessary actions. You've channeled your creativity. You've followed your plans. You've set your intentions, and you followed through with your actions and your full self-belief in the powers of manifestation and in Source, Spirit, or God's willingness and intention to meet you halfway and co-creating according to your intention. And this may have involved some conflict. This may have involved a lot of stress. This may have involved your needing to collaborate with other people, to channel all of your passion and your impulse that is inherent to Aries energy into one focus. Brings you great success, Aries. So take note that this is the energy where people are supporting your endeavors, your actions, your energy, who you are as a person. You're getting attention. You're receiving success, awards, for example. Right now, this may be the additional fire sign energy that you're dealing with that's giving you all of this attention. However, unbeknownst to you, you have somebody else who, or this may be the people who are giving you attention, who are in some way, they're wanting to communicate feelings to you. They're wanting to, in some way, be vulnerable with you. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But this is also about healing. This is about your coming out of this difficult situation, processing this information and moving on from it. Possibly somebody seeking to make an apology or to forgive you if you were the perpetuator of some abuse or betrayal. Somebody wants to communicate. Somebody wants to ignite a friendship, make an offer of love, request forgiveness, or, you know, make an apology. If this is in terms of work, somebody's going to be communicating something that makes you very happy, something that satisfies you at a deep emotional level, something that has the potential to bring happiness or good people into your life, people with positive and sincere intentions. Your hopes and fears are the Emperor. So you're hoping that you're able to fully embody and express yourself, to gather all your energy, to remain stable in your power. Yeah, this is about maintaining your position, Aries. This is all about, you know, yes, you've taken these actions, you've gotten this attention, but you're wanting to maintain whatever it is that you've built through this planning, this networking, this follow through. You're wanting to maintain your position of power, your personal power, from a place of authenticity, because this is your energy, Aries. You are, in fact, the Emperor in the tarot. So this is about being yourself and holding on to what rightfully belongs to you, your self-worth, your value, your stability, your confidence. In your environment, you have the Two of Wands. So somebody may be seeking you out, coming to meet up with you, making plans to travel towards you, for example. They're looking to improve a situation. In the Two of Wands, they're always seeking greener pastures. They've made plans to go after something better than what it is that they're dealing with in the current situation. This is additional fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I get the feeling that somebody is watching you and preparing to approach you with these energies. This is all about getting attention here with the Six of Wands. And this is somebody planning to make a move forward, to pursue something. Your advice is to detach from turbulent and painful circumstances, to process the lessons that those circumstances taught you, and allow those lessons, that new wisdom that you have from those painful circumstances, to move you into more peaceful circumstances. This is about utilizing your discernment and newfound communication skills, new information, new learning that has taken place in difficult situations and as a result of things like betrayal. But it's also about detaching from those situations and those emotions that it brought to you and just holding on to the lessons moving forward. But it's also about moving forward. So, and this is moving forward mentally. So in order to maintain your power, Aries, in order to maintain your power, your stability, your high status, because this Emperor rules all the kings and the queens and the entire court, including the Empress and all the other cards that you see. Move forward. Move forward mentally. Be progressive. Allow yourself the healing that you feel you deserve. It's coming. It's available to you. It's all around you. Love is all around you, literally in your environment, and it's unbeknownst to you. This is showing up in the unknown position. So look around for the people who appear to be sincere. Communicate with them. Be receptive toward them. Show your best, be your best self, and you will get that in return at this point. What I see as the outcome, though, is that as a result of detaching and not taking action, or not fighting, giving up on the turbulence, and you know, this, to me, this looks like giving up on getting back at somebody who broke your trust, a situation. This is a call to give up on the fight. Somebody may bring the fight to you, though. I sense that the attention you're getting is bringing this situation back into your life. It's not over in the reverse. Notice that. In the upright, this is painful, but it's over with. It's over with, and now it's just a matter of processing the lessons and detaching from it. In the reverse, either you haven't fully detached, or there's more to be said in terms of what's going on in this situation, and this situation may come up again for review, which is what looks like in your outcome is happening. You seem to be stepping away, detaching, applying your lessons, or being called to do so. And as a result of making this choice of cutting off communication with painful, with vindictive people, deceitful people, you know, losing your enthusiasm for engaging this pettiness, this fight, it's literally giving up the fight here. But what happens as a result of giving up the fight is the 5 of Wands. So it's almost like the people around you are bringing the conflict to you because you're choosing not to engage it. So I would say protect yourself mentally by detaching from the antics of others, but also remembering the lessons that you learned in this 10 of Swords situation, because these same people are going to be coming towards you with this kind of energy. But remember that in the present, you've already moved on from this, Aries. You moved on from this, and your victory is probably what is bringing this back up for, you know, back into your face, back into your energy. Ignore the shit, move on, stand in your power. You're hoping to stand in your power, set your intentions towards doing so, make your future plans, whatever it is that you had as your next step, your next version of manifestation, and go forward with it. So that's your reading. I hope it resonated. You guys have all of the elements showing up here except for the earth signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's your energy. You may be dealing with another fire sign. Air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So let me know how it resonates for you. Leave a comment in the description box. In the box below. Click the links and contact me. Hit me up if you guys are interested. Follow me on social media. Hit me up if you want a reading. Check out the site for the daily tarot for those of you who are interested. Customs tarot spreads are still up. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys when the full moon hits your sign on the 1st of October. Hi Leo, this is kOri with the Astro Bitch channel. I am here to do our reading from the September 21st through the 30th of 2020. I hope this reading finds you well, finds you healing, finds you as joyful and motivated as I am feeling, and able to channel your creativity to get out of the bullshit that's going on around us. So I'm going to jump into the reading. For this session of the month, I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterling, and I am doing the 7-card bow spread that I did in the previous session. It's a shortened and condensed version of the Celtic Cross. So let's jump into it. Spirit, please clear the energy of all previous readings, my own energy, and any malignant energy lingering around the sign of Leo from September 21st through the 30th. Allow me to channel clear and concise messages for them that facilitate healing, abundance, growth, joy, and overall fulfillment in their lives. For the period of September 21st through the 30th, what is the energy that they need guidance through, and how may they best work with this energy? So you have the Five of Cups in reverse jumping out in the past position, Leo, and you have the Hermit jumping out in the present position. This is Virgo energy. Here you have the Moon in Scorpio, but it could be any water energy or simply your own emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Any additional information for the sign of Leo for September 21st through the 30th? How y'all feeling with Mars retrograde? Ooh, that card flew out. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Why are your cards landing on the floor? Judgment in reverse. Five of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Page of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Sagittarius just got this in the advice. You may be dealing with one or have that in your chart if this reading applies for you. This is about recovering one's self-worth and value, recovering one's financial situation if they've been in a period of struggle or isolation, or literally have been kicked out in the cold. This is about recovering from that, especially with the pandemic energy. So let's see. In the past, you have the Five of Cups reversed. So you may have spent some time really in a deep emotional in a painful situation due to a disconnect, or simply having regret over actions or words in an emotional situation. This is about friendships. This is about relationships. This is about dealing with family members and people that you care very much about. There's some regret that you may have had some difficulty getting over here. You know, they're crying over spilt milk and ignoring all the opportunities for healing, growth, and new bonds. But in the reverse, this is recovering out of that. You know, this is turning away from what has already been done and facing new opportunities to heal, to grow, to bond, to connect with your own subconscious, to get back in touch with your own intuition. This is great healing energy. In the present, you have the Hermit. You may be practicing solitude. This can be mental or physical, Leo, but this is about going within to process the new experiences that the recent experiences that you've had, to gather and synthesize the knowledge and turn it into wisdom so that when you step back out into the world, you can apply it. This is Virgo energy. So you may be dealing with a Virgo or have one in your chart, but it's also about going within. This person is ready to seek knowledge. Look, they're opening, in this case, they're opening up a laptop. So in the traditional card, they are holding this light up. So they're looking to uncover something. This is about doing research, seeking information, but it's about going within yourself. This is a self card. It rules the life path number 9. So this is all about going within, synthesizing the information that you've gathered from your research and from your experience, you know, your literal study, if that's something that you're keen to do. But this is also about going within and gathering knowledge and being able to go out into the world later and apply the knowledge that you've gathered from within in service to the collective. The 9 life path is a humanitarian. Everything that they do in terms of self-work is in service to the collective. So that's your energy that you've taken on now. Unbeknownst to you in this situation, you have a Queen of Pentacles in reverse situation. So In your quest for spiritual growth and synthesis and integration, make sure that you're also taking care of yourself materially, handling your financial responsibilities, conserving your resources, seeking out new resources if that's something that you need, but also taking good care of your body. This is about practicing physical self-care, doing exercise, working on your diet, Leo. I can certainly relate. You know, beautifying, making yourself feel good, doing skincare regimens, etc., etc. Everything that's about radical self-care, this is what you need. If this is somebody that you're dealing with, this is somebody who's a user. This is somebody who is not fully invested, but they're seeking to gain off your energy. This is an energy vampire kind of energy. This is somebody who's very opportunistic and they're not very giving, although they may appear to be. They may appear to be putting something in. They may appear to they may appear to have goodwill towards you and be fully invested in you, but that is not the case. This is somebody that you need to be consciously aware of. If you're starting to feel energetically or emotionally drained in the presence of a person, Leo, if you are feeling ungrounded mentally and emotionally in the presence of a person, if you are feeling like somebody is taking from you but they're not giving anything back, you need to be wary of that person. You need to create space between yourself and that person, energetically, emotionally, and physically. Your hopes and fears, you have judgment in the reverse. So what this is saying to me, Leo, is that you need to get back in touch with your intuition. And I think that's what you're trying to do here with the Hermit. But that also requires self-honesty. That requires looking at those harsh lessons and mistakes that you repeated, those lessons that you failed to apply in the real world, that caused some difficult consequences, some harsh endings. You're needing to reevaluate that kind of stuff because your hopes and fears are making a decision, an irrevocable decision, or having done something that you cannot go back on. This can be legal, you know, losing a legal battle, for example, somebody taking you to court due to something that you knew you weren't supposed to do, or that simply was a mistake. But it's also about making sure that you're applying your lessons. If you're looking not to repeat the past, if you're hoping for a reconciliation, you need to make sure that you've evaluated your contributions to a situation and how not to repeat the same dynamics that tore something apart, especially if it took you a long time to get over the disconnect. You're needing to make sure that you're communicating openly, you're being vulnerable. Pluto energy is all about deep healing transformation, regardless of what it is that you have to dig up and dig out from your shadow, Leo. It's about doing it ruthlessly, facing all that you find within yourself that might undermine your stability, your self-awareness, your personal growth and fulfillment, your physical health. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, apply the lessons that you've learned thus far to your life if you're wanting to recover. In your environment, you have the Five of Wands. So this is somebody that has a problem with your methods. This could be somebody who's envious of what you're doing with creatively, what you're doing professionally, what you're bringing to the table. Somebody doesn't like the way you're doing things for whatever reason, and they may be picking at you. This may be somebody who's petty. This may be somebody who's snide, who has, you know, something negative to say about everything. This is somebody who has something slick to say about everything good that you're doing, but then when you face them about it, they laugh it off. You know, they kind of minimize it with the Five of Wands. Watch out for this energy because it mirrors the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, and fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Either or could be your energy, Leo. Just be careful with people who aren't putting into you, and be even more discerning about what it is that you're putting into yourself, what it is that you're allowing into your energy field, and who that you're allowing into your energy field, and what kind of power you're giving away when you overinvest in something and get nothing in return. Your advice is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is about healing. It's about emotional maturity. When you embody the lessons that you've learned thus far in situations like the Five of Cups, and you process your pain and you look for opportunities to heal, to grow, to dig deep into yourself and face all the truths that you find ruthlessly, and to synthesize them into something that you can use to provide service, you gain emotional control, emotional maturity, and emotional fulfillment. This is somebody that's fully in his emotional power, and he's manifesting from his emotions his own stability and security. This may be somebody who, though they feel deeply and they're very intuitive, they're not totally open and expressive about everything that's going on here beneath the surface, despite the fact that it is deep, despite the fact that it may be turbulent, despite the fact that it may be chaotic at an emotional level. This person remains grounded on the surface. They're still taking care of and handling their responsibilities. They're not, falling all over the place every time they get emotional, like a Queen of Cups in reverse. This is about control. You may be dealing with a King of Cups that you need to seek out. That you may be isolating yourself from here, because these two cards are also mirroring each other in my spread here. Make sure that, if this is somebody who's offering you love, that you do your research, that you observe, that you take time away and space and process your experiences with this person, so that you know how to operate going forward interpersonally with them. And the result of that is the Page of Wands. This is getting started on a new beginning. This is having been inspired or motivated to begin creatively, to start a new business, for example, to seek new experiences that give you wisdom. This is somebody that's coming out of the Hermit energy and going out into the world. They're going out in search of experiences that fulfill their passions, that grow them spiritually. And that meet their desires and motivate them to continue forward, to continue in motion, to continue learning new lessons and applying them and gaining wisdom by having done so. So I hope that this reading resonated for you. You have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in particular. This is Cancerian energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Piscean energy, especially Scorpio with the Judgment in reverse if that's not one of your placements, Leo. I also see this Queen of Pentacles being Virgo or Capricorn. Could be Taurus, Taurian energy in your environment, because I do read the queens as fixed. But yeah, ignore people's bullshit and apply your lessons. You've seen this shit before. So that's your reading. Drop me a comment on how it resonates, and I will see you guys next time with the full moon in Aries on October 1st. Thanks again for watching.